As a seasoned observer of economic trends and their impact on society, I find myself both intrigued and cautiously optimistic about the recent surge in New Zealand's business confidence. The land of the long white cloud, it seems, has found a silver lining amidst the global economic storm clouds. The ANZ Bank survey, released on a crisp Wellington morning, paints a picture of renewed hope and vigor in the Kiwi business community. A net 50.6% of respondents expect the economy to improve in the coming year, a figure that hasn't been seen since the halcyon days of 2014. It's as if the entire nation has collectively exhaled a sigh of relief, their spirits buoyed by the Reserve Bank's recent decision to cut interest rates. But what does this mean for the average New Zealander? For the barista in Auckland crafting flat whites? Or the sheep farmer in Southland tending to his flock? It's a question that deserves our attention. For in these numbers lie the seeds of a potentially transformative economic narrative. The Reserve Bank's decision to cut the official cash rate on August 14th was, in many ways, a masterstroke of economic timing. It came earlier than expected, catching many observers off guard and sending a clear signal that the bank was prepared to act decisively in the face of a slowing economy. This move, more than any other factor, seems to have injected a potent dose of optimism into the veins of the business community. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. While the surge in confidence is undoubtedly positive, it's worth remembering that this optimism comes, as ANZ aptly puts it, from a pretty dark place for many firms. The road to economic recovery is rarely smooth, and New Zealand, like many nations, still faces significant challenges. The global economic landscape remains uncertain. The specter of inflation, while seemingly tamed for now, continues to loom large. Geopolitical tensions simmer, threatening to boil over at any moment, and the long-term effects of the pandemic continue to reverberate through supply chains and labor markets worldwide. Yet, in the face of these challenges, New Zealand's businesses appear to be girding themselves for growth. The gauge of how businesses view their own activity has climbed to a 7-year high, a testament to the resilience and adaptability of Kiwi entrepreneurs. This optimism is reflected in the strength of the New Zealand dollar, which surged to its highest level since the beginning of the year following the release of the survey. For a small, export-oriented economy like New Zealand's, currency fluctuations can have significant implications. A stronger Kiwi dollar may pose challenges for exporters, but it also reflects growing international confidence in the New Zealand economy. Interestingly, the survey reveals that the uptick in confidence was already evident before the Reserve Bank's rate cut. This suggests that the business community was already sensing a change in the economic winds, perhaps buoyed by global expectations of monetary easing, particularly from the Federal Reserve. The timing of the Reserve Bank's move is particularly noteworthy. By acting decisively and earlier than expected, the bank has demonstrated its commitment to supporting the economy. This proactive approach appears to have resonated strongly with the business community, reinforcing the importance of clear communication and decisive action from central banks in times of economic uncertainty. However, as we parse through the data, some intriguing nuances emerge. Inflation expectations have fallen below 3% for the first time since mid-2021, a development that will no doubt be welcomed by policymakers. Yet, paradoxically, pricing intentions have increased, with a net 41% of firms intending to raise prices in the next 3 months. This apparent contradiction speaks to the complex interplay of factors shaping New Zealand's economic landscape. On one hand, businesses seem confident enough in the overall economic outlook to consider price increases. On the other, longer-term inflation expectations remain subdued, perhaps reflecting a belief that the Reserve Bank will continue to keep inflation in check. As we look to the future, several questions loom large. Can this surge in confidence translate into sustained economic growth? How will the global economic environment, particularly decisions made by major central banks like the Federal Reserve, impact New Zealand's recovery? And how will the Reserve Bank navigate the delicate balance between supporting growth and managing inflation expectations? These are questions that will undoubtedly occupy the minds of policymakers, business leaders, and ordinary New Zealanders in the months to come. The answers will shape not just the economic trajectory of New Zealand, but also its social fabric and national identity. For now, though, there is cause for cautious optimism. The Kiwi spirit, resilient and innovative, seems to be rising to the challenge once again. As the nation looks to the future, it does so with a renewed sense of confidence and purpose. In the grand tapestry of global economics, New Zealand may be a relatively small player, but its recent economic performance offers valuable lessons for nations around the world. It reminds us of the power of decisive policy action, the importance of business confidence, and the resilience of well-managed economies in the face of global challenges. As we continue to navigate the choppy waters of the global economy, all eyes will be on New Zealand. Will this surge in confidence prove to be a fleeting moment of optimism, or the beginning of a sustained period of growth and prosperity? Only time will tell. But for now, the land of the long white cloud seems to be basking in a ray of economic sunshine. In conclusion, New Zealand's economic narrative serves as a microcosm of the broader global economic story. It highlights the delicate interplay between monetary policy, business confidence, and economic growth. It underscores the importance of agile and responsive economic management in an increasingly interconnected world. And perhaps most importantly, it offers a glimmer of hope, a reminder that even in challenging times, with the right mix of policy, confidence, and determination, economies can find their footing and chart a course towards growth. As we look to the future, the lessons from New Zealand's experience will undoubtedly resonate far beyond its shores. For in the story of this small island nation's economic resurgence, we find not just data points and policy decisions, but a testament to the enduring spirit of resilience and optimism that drives economies forward, even in the face of adversity. The road ahead may be long and winding, but for now, New Zealand seems to have found its economic compass. And in doing so, it offers a beacon of hope for nations around the world, reminding us all that with the right mix of policy, confidence, and determination, economic revival is not just possible, it's within reach.